Hey guys, KRX50 here with another review. This time as a request from Servano05, I'll be reviewing Voyager class Autobot Ratchet from Transformers. This is the version of the Autobot Medic Ratchet that was seen in the 2007 Transformers movie and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, as voiced by Robert Foxworth. He is seen here as a Hummer H2 that has been redecked as an emergency response vehicle in a green color with several bits of black and red. Has fully functioning wheels. Does not display any kibble within the vehicle mode. And has paint detail along the side, including a fire department search and rescue, a lifeline pattern, and an Autobot search and rescue emblem on both of his doors. While he is a Hummer H2, you might not notice that just by looking at him, but within the front grille, the letters for Hummer are molded into it, but they are very small, and it's something I really couldn't catch on camera, even if I even if I did have focus. The back is pretty plain, and you also have the top with a painted red light bar. It has translucent blue windows, and the wheels are pretty standard in plastic. And additionally, the top part can be removed to be used as a gurney for smaller Transformers figures. For those who don't know, a gurney is something like a stretcher, but it's rather made completely out of a metal frame rather than cloth with two bars attached. Removing this is also a necessary step for the transformation, which I'll start now. So to start the transformation, you take these panels behind the doors and pull them out like so, folding them all the way around the doors until they're like that. Then you're going to want to take this section and pull it back like so. You're going to want to split open this back part, which creates the two pieces that will become the legs. We'll make sure that these panels here are folded down like so. And, okay, this just fell off. And I'll give an explanation for that. When I first got this toy, I was taking it out of the packaging, and one of the rubber bands kind of got in the way and caused this to snap off. Now, this is not a necessary piece to the transformation, and if I put this back on, it's probably going to fall off again. So I'm just going to remove these two pieces for the sake of less complications, because, you see, this piece is just on a hinge. You do not need this for the functionality of the transformation, and in fact, it won't be very much seen. So continuing on, you take these parts and swivel them around, like so. And swivel this one as well. Now flipping this around, to form the feet, you take these panels, unclick them, like so, then pull them down, which will activate the Automorph feature, bending out the kneecap and also out this inward panel, allowing for you to straighten out the legs, like so, and repeat with the other foot. Once again, activating the Automorph feature. From there, you can take these legs and rotate them down so that they're aligned with the waist. Next, you can take these little panels right here. And actually, going back a step, you move these panels outward on their own little hinges. Then take the doors and bend them outward to form the shoulders of the robot mode. Then you can rotate the legs down without getting in the way of anything. So from there, fold this piece up so that this hole here connects with the tab on the back of the waist. Then you take these panels that were the front windshield and turn them around. Then bring them up here to where it's like so. Rotate around these pieces like that. Then take this section and bring it down so that it locks into place like that. From there you can take the arms, bend them down and rotate them so that these parts are facing forward. And do the same on the other side. Just like that. And to complete the transformation, you take this panel here and flip it all the way around to reveal his head. Now getting it situated, one additional step you can do is take the top gurney and use this hole to peg into, well, use this peg to plug into this hole right here on the back. And there is Ratchet in his robot mode. He still shares the same green and black coloring. You've got his head mold here, which has a blue translucent piece for light piping. Got the chest area. Have his shoulders with red detailing on them. Got the arms and legs with the feet. And the back as well. I'm just gonna take this off for a little bit. Articulation wise, his head can rotate near 360 degrees, but it's a little bit blocked in the back. Arms have full 360 degree rotation at the shoulder. Can swivel at the elbow. Has an elbow joint that bends inward and outward, like so. Doesn't have any wrist or hand articulation. Let's see. Doesn't really have a waist joint due to the way his transformation works. Sorry, I just need to clear my throat there. His legs go forward and backwards, bend in and out, have a rotation joint here, bend forward, and has a bendable knee joint. Though the knee joint doesn't bend all that much. It may have to do with the way he's structured, however. And that is essentially all his transformation has. Well, that's the extent of his articulation. Also has a couple of gimmicks in this mode. One is that his right hand can turn it into a cutter tool, which can be done by opening up this panel here on his right forearm, folding in the hand, which brings out this piece here, closing up the panel, then flipping this around to form a cutter tool. The cutter tool does not open and close, mainly because it's solely operated via this hinge and a little swivel joint that it's attached to. A second gimmick is that you can take the gurney and split up into a claw weapon that can be opened and closed via this little peg here. Just gonna put this down to better demonstrate that to you. Opens and closes like that. Though because you're having it clamp open and down on the pegs that keep it together, it may sometimes snap shut. Like that. And additionally, while it's like this, you can peg it into this hole on his arm. Just by lining it up properly, like so. Just like that. Now there might be a little hole here, but really this is just a lever for opening and closing this claw weapon. There isn't all too much to say about him after that. You can put this stuff away, showing transform him back into his vehicle mode. And that's basically the extent of what he is. Now, of course, like a lot of Transformers, well, specifically from stuff like the movie lines, there are different versions of him. Though there is one essential consistency, is that all Voyager classes of this specific Ratchet are basically the same mold. They may have variations in paint to them, and so that would change their appearance, but they're basically the same mold with the same features. So if you want to get this figure, it doesn't really matter if you buy this or another version that goes by a different name, because unlike some of his Autobot companions, his mold was not changed for Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. They just gave him a redeco and repaint, but it's still the same essential mold. If you like the character of Ratchet from the movie at all, then I guess I would recommend picking up somewhere on the internet. Or if, there's some kind of re-release of him, then you can pick him up like that. But whatever mold you get, it doesn't really matter because, whatever version, it's all the same mold. So, if you want to get him, just get him and don't really pay attention to what version it is. As long as it says Voyager class, it's going to be this mold. If you like it, buy it. If you don't, it's passable. I personally find it nice, but the transformation is a little tough with, it's kind of finicky with the legs, because, these are not the best knee joints, and rotating them around, there's a lot of stuff that gets in the way. I'm not saying this is a bad figure, but it is a little bit flawed, and so it's a little bit of a shame that there isn't an upgraded mold for this guy. This is mainly for the people who like the character of Ratchet, and for, maybe movie completionists. Though I suspect that many completionists would have gone with Kyle Ray. But if you want to get him, get him. If you don't, he's an okay pass. And that's all there is. So, please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out my blog at krx50.blogspot.com. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.